Utilize Reports Manager tools. After completing this video, you will be able to access report creation tools and execute reports. Civil 3D includes a library of built-in reports found in the Toolbox tab of the Toolspace. Before I run any reports, I typically set the Toolspace settings to make sure I have all the settings set up the way I want. So clicking on the toolbox, I'll expand the report settings and set the contact information for the client and the contact information for the owner, and then going down and setting up the parameters for the precision of units that I need. If I'm doing a point report, I may expand my coordinate option and change the precision value to something smaller so that you end up with just the right amount of decimal points in both the coordinates and in the elevation. And you can do this for each and every type of report that you're working with, setting the value for the units that you're using and setting the unit that you want to use. When you have all of your report settings set up, you'll click OK, and you're ready to run a report. You can see that you can run reports for alignments, break lines, corridors, everything down to surfaces and survey. For the survey, you do need to make sure you have a survey database open before you run a report. If I want to run a report on points, all I need to do is expand points, and you can see the number of reports I can run. I'll simply right-click on one of them and click Execute. In the Export to XML Report dialog box, I'll unselect everything I don't want and only select the points or point group that I do want. Then I'll click OK. It will ask me for a file name for that HTML file and click Save. Once you save the report, it will show the report in a web browser. To run an alignment report, you can again expand the type of object, right-click on one of the reports, and select Execute. Since this one is doing an alignment design criteria check, I'm going to select the alignment that I want to check, set the station values that I want to run the report for, then click Create Report. And you can see that it includes all of the information about each tangent, including its design speed and any design checks, the circular curves, and the minimum radius, whether it cleared that design check or not. And it goes through and checks each curve and tangent. Going back to Civil 3D, you can also do break line checks to make sure that your break lines are crossing at the right place, or check and see if any are crossing. So I can right-click on the crossing and execute that. Since I want to see if they're in a surface that's crossing, I'll check mark all of those and create that report. And you can see it created a report for my existing ground where I had no break lines crossing. My Michelle Way datum surface also had no break lines that were crossing, and the Michelle Way top surface that did not have any break lines crossing. And you'll continue to do any of those types of reports as you see fit by just right-clicking and executing on what it is you want to create a report for.